I mean, look at this. You can, if I put these in the sun, they would set something on fire.
You know, I never know how blind I am until you take my glasses off like this.
You won't be needing those before, during, or after the haircut because you trust me, and that's all that we need to know.
Yeah. Throw them away.
These don't even have lenses in them. They're fake.
My hair cooperated. I can rock that Vanilla Ice fade.
Yeah, look at that jawline, my God.
Is that your Google search history? Is UFOs and how to cut hair?
The UFOs part, yes. How to cut hair? No, I stopped caring about that a long time ago.
Just pretend like you know what you're doing.
Fortunately, I cut hair right next to Cisco, so I just watch him and just follow the same movements. Mr. Ryan, the Cheese King of Austin. I still have you in my phone as the Cheese King. So how long has it been since the last one? Like 6 weeks?
Yeah, probably not that long.
Probably not that long, but it's been a little while.
Yeah.
Long enough for...
Yeah, it's grown out.
Yeah, it's getting pretty long. Is there any special request today?
Nah, I got to go to a wedding next week.
So maybe make sure it's maybe a week shorter than any other time so I can look just right.
That'd be
the day
perfect.
of the wedding.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely. You won't be needing those before, during, or after the haircut because you trust me, and that's all that we need to know.
Yeah, just throw them away.
So who's getting married?
Mercer's friend. She's getting married, I want to say on like Cape Cod or Martha's Vineyard, somewhere out there in Massachusetts.
Sounds lovely. So
Yeah.
the haircut should be appropriate for some posh people.
Yeah. I'm already gonna stand out like a sore thumb. It's all good.
Are they Cape Cod people that are like posh, or are they Cape Cod people that are like fishermen? They're tough.
No, somewhere in between. I think that's where she's from. Is from Cape Cod.
Yeah, the hair is looking pretty long. I'm gonna slick it back a little bit, get it relaxed, and then I'm gonna measure it because I want to see how much we're working with here.
Sure.
I haven't guessed the length of hair in a while.
You gonna give it a shot?
Let's see if I still got it. Have you ever worn it like this, like a Wall Street?
No.
Like a Wall Street trader?
No.
Gordon Gekko?
I don't think that's the life I'm trying to live.
I mean, you are the Cheese King of Austin, man.
Yeah.
When I first started cutting Ryan, almost a decade ago. That's what it feels like.
It has. It literally has been.
8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute, and he was working in the cheese department as the cheese expert over at Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
Yeah.
So, cheese buyer.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you call him the Cheese King of Austin. This is going to be 3 3/4. Yeah, so close. It's 4 inches.
Wow.
So, I know it's been less than 6 weeks, so I'm going to actually go for the full inch off. That's about 2 months of length off of the top.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go just a slightly more aggressive on the sides. Nothing too crazy, but like I said, just to give you a little bit more breathing room for next week's event.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You know, I never know how blind I am until you take my glasses off like this, and I have to look at myself.
These don't even have lenses in them. They're fake. I'm always curious about you guys that are actually blind, because look at this. You can, if I put these in the sun, they would set something on fire.
Yeah, they're thick.
No, I'm always curious about how you guys just kind of stare into the darkness, or just like into the whatever blurriness.
Everything's just blurry. I see shapes.
That's good. That's like I said, I don't want you to actually know how bad the haircut's coming out. So beneficial to all of us.
Now I know why they call you the Cheese King.
Why?
Exactly.
You got cheese melting on your socks.
Hey!
That's right. That's right. Forgot I wore the pizza socks today.
On the next haircut, I'm gonna give you David Beckham curtains. We're watching the new documentary about him.
Uh-huh.
Man, that guy's a hair legend, man. He's got the goods. I want to give you very much I work at a really boring office with some fluorescent lighting kind of haircut today. On the next one, we're gonna get crazy.
Okay, perfect. Not far off from the reality of it all.
It's just it's fluorescent lighting in your own home.
Yeah, exactly. How's the truck coming along? Can you get that thing running yet?
It turns on. I got to address all the fuel system, fuel pump, fuel sending unit. I got to clean out the tank, run all new rubber lines because it's probably been sitting for about a decade. So
Kind of corroded.
yeah, I gotta freshen all that up. It should be fun once I get some time and money, which I don't have a lot of either. Are the kiddos gonna go with you to the wedding this week or that next weekend?
Desmond is.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna go with us.
a little suit, little.
Yeah, we gotta find that actually. Otherwise, he's just going in a jacket. I'm assuming it's gonna be outside. I don't even know.
I would imagine, yeah, man. It was 72 degrees in Austin this past week, and I was cold, man. I was like, what the?
Waking up in the morning and thinking, probably gonna need a sweatshirt or a jacket today.
You do have a lovely cardigan collection. You are very much a cardigan guy, and yes,
It suits me. It suits my demeanor. That's also why I can't do the Gordon Gekko slick back.
Well, I would
'Cause it just doesn't go with cardigans.
I would imagine on the weekends when he's not crushing souls that he would maybe wear a cardigan
Yeah,
in his study,
relax. Just a little
smoke a
unwind
cigar.
before going back and crushing skulls again the next
Jesus Christ.
Monday.
Ryan was getting his haircut next door before this place was even an idea.
Yes, you've been with me since day one. Yeah, they probably should cut to some of those old videos when we're wearing masks and gloves and visors, and that was Jesus Christ, man. It feels like such a long time ago. I mean, it kind of is. We just celebrated 3 years on August here at Beardbrand, the Barbershop in Central Austin, 51st and I-35.
Yeah,
Make sure you book your appointments with all these dummies. Yeah, it's been a lovely 3 years, growing the team from Big Chris and Jesse to now the crew that we have now.
yeah. I remember when over there it was just one chair.
One chair, a standing mirror.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like I said, it feels like a long time ago, man.
lots changed. I even remember when this place, it was just, I think 3 of you with 4 units, like 4 chairs.
Yeah, I mean, there was walls in every spot because we ended up knocking those down to make more room. It was always the plan, man. It was that was the goal to get this place bumping. And today, Tuesday through Friday is a good example of like how crazy it can get around here. It's like just all 7 chairs are buzzing, people in and out. It's a lovely sight, man. A little bit of shit talking.
Yeah,
Classic stuff.
I'm glad there's more people cutting hair here because it's a little easier to get a haircut from you now.
I'm the cheapest haircut on this side of the Mississippi, man.
Ryan, since you've been getting your haircut with Bob for so long, has this always been the hairstyle you've gone with?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty ordinary. We've talked about doing things. The only thing out of the ordinary that he's ever done for me is He shaved my beard and gave me a mustache one time.
Yeah, it's I mean, this guy, he probably shaved this morning.
Yeah.
And already has this stubble going on. Yeah, it's always been this haircut, just longer and shorter versions of it.
Yeah,
we did leave the top like relatively long one time, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's why I know I can give you those David Beckham curtains.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, every time I've tried to like just even style my hair differently, I'm like, that looks stupid. I'm gonna go back.
You know what else is stupid? Your Dodgers.
Yeah,
it's not stupid. It's them getting fucking swept.
Yeah, I knew that was
by a no-name team.
They have a name. It's just everybody forgot.
I mean, yeah, really though. Diamondbacks have been pretty irrelevant for a while.
Yeah.
And
Solid
yeah, y'all
15,
can light up those
16
comments.
years.
Let's go. We got Astros and the Rangers in the League Series, man. It'll be great.
It's going to be a good series for sure.
I hope so, man.
Well, I feel like the Rangers got that momentum, so.
Yeah, but the last time we faced the Astros, they scored like 39 runs on us in 3 games.
Oh, shit.
They were one shy of breaking the record
Yikes.
of any team beating another team by that many. They had like 13 home runs per game or something like that. It was crazy. It's an exaggeration, but it felt that way. So, cut the top. I aim for an inch right off the bat.
Okay.
And then on the sides, I'm gonna hit it with the 3.5 right off the bat. So what's tricky about your hair is if it gets a little too short on this perimeter,
Sticks out.
It'll sprout out. So I always go a little bit longer towards the top, and then we'll taper it down a little bit more aggressively, just to freshen it up. And so essentially, it's a mid fade with a big old guard, following the shape of this skull right here with this point on the occipital bone and just following the nape. That's a big reason why I cut the top first on your hair, because it allows me to see how much wiggle room I have, because if I were to buzz into it really quickly, I might have to change tactics, because your top hair acts a little differently when it gets shorter.
Yeah.
Are you going down to a mustache today?
You know, I thought about it. I honestly thought about it.
Man, all you kids rocking mustaches these days, great work, man. Keep it up, because y'all look fantastic. Y'all look fantastic. And I say kids just because, yes, they're all like half my age.
I think I'm older than you, though. By like a month or two.
I'm 54, bro. I know I make it look good, but I'm old as fuck. So you'll be 41 this year?
I just turned 41.
Yes, you are older than me.
Yours is in December, right?
It is, yes. So if y'all want to send any gifts to me, I'm a size medium to large. My hat size is a 7'5".
That's a big ass head, man.
It's a lot of brains, bro. It's a smooth brain, but it's big.
It's big with nothing in it.
Yeah, like there's no wrinkles on it whatsoever, man. That's what my wife and kids say. I got a smooth brain. It's one of my favorite. Calling people mouth breathers and smooth brains, one of my favorite pastimes. Hey, you're a Californian that's been living in Austin, but you've been here for long enough that you get the pass, right? Like, how long has it been since you moved?
8 years. And technically, I moved here from Vegas, so.
But you're like from like the desert Cali. Are you from desert Cali? So
it might as well be West Texas, honestly,
Yeah.
where I grew up.
yeah, you guys had like guns and 4-wheelers and
Yeah. Lots of dirt bike riding.
yeah, so much meth.
So much. So much.
What's the Halloween costume situation? I know you guys are fans of spooky stuff.
Actually, this year, not so spooky. Malcolm's into this video game called Stardew Valley. It's just a game where you build a farm, and it's really peaceful, and we play it as a family.
Oh, that's
So,
lovely.
Yeah, but he wanted to be something from it, and then he just started naming people. He was like, okay, you're going to be this guy, and Mom, you're going to be this person. And we decided we had to pick our own characters. We couldn't let him pick for us because he picked random people.
Are you? So what are you? So what's? Are you gonna be the farmer, the main farmer guy?
Actually, the person I am is, I think he's the doctor. I just know his name is Harvey.
It's a good name.
Yeah. I got myself a green cardigan because he's got like a green jacket cardigan thing. It's hard to tell because
You didn't have to get yourself a cardigan. You just went
I
like
had
this.
3 of them.
Yeah,
So
you're just like,
I picked
which green cardigan
right,
that I already own am I gonna
the
wear?
right shade of green. But the guy, it looks like something from Super Nintendo, so it's all pixelated.
Oh hell yeah!
So trying to figure out what to wear, it's basically just, okay, that's a green top. He's got a red tie. He's got a mustache.
That's not a good.
Yeah,
would
no.
you approve of that color combo?
No one would.
At least people will know that that's not actually how you dress. I think people could put it together.
And,
What's Mercer gonna be?
She's gonna be a character it's hilarious because it's very much her. She's into like crystals and all this weird stuff, the character. But the character has blue hair and wears a red dress. So Mercer's
So who's into the crystals, Mercer or the character?
both.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. And little Desmond's gonna be a chicken since it's a farming game. We got him a chicken costume.
That's gonna be cute as hell, man. I'm trying to convince everybody in my family to wear inflatable stuff, like an inflatable T-Rex, inflatable alien that's carrying the human away.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any boats yet, so.
But what does your little guy want to be?
I think he's gonna be that Ash from Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like we're gonna be Pokemon characters. So.
You'll crush it. You'll fit right in.
Man, they're either gonna make me be like a weird Pokemon or like that old guy.
That's what they should make you, the old guy.
Now I remember one year. So my wife's birthday's on Halloween. We always celebrate pretty big. We have a family costume, and one year we were Spider-Man characters. So he was Miles Morales. I was like the bootleg Peter Parker that comes and he's kind of all beaten up and he's got like a different mismatched shoes and raincoat and warm-ups, a little overweight. Pretty much my life. This fool, man, we looked great as we were gonna kill it. And for school, they asked him, hey man, you can be a literary character. So we chose Harry Potter. So we put together a little Harry Potter costume. I hand painted this tiny tie with some yellow stripes so he could look just like the warthogs. Warthogs? What do you call them?
Hogwarts.
Yeah. Ugh, sorry, nerds. He looks awesome, man. So he had his wand, his little cape, glasses, and he goes to school. And the day of Halloween comes around. I'm like, hey man, you gonna throw on your Miles Morales costume? And he's like, nah, I'm gonna be Harry Potter. So he was. So I was.
So
going
you just look like a random
bum,
guy.
You know what? I would have to like open up my jacket and show the Spider-Man costume. Like, oh yeah.
Everybody just like, why are you following these kids around, sir?
Exactly. Not nearly as effective as having like a partner in crime. Old turd. So this is a one. This is essentially like a taper fade, but with a little bit more length. So you're only hitting these very low sections of the head.
Back when I was in like college, I just was like, I'm not cutting my hair or shaving my beard or trimming it or anything. And I went, I don't even know how long. It might have been about 8-9 months. And I was visiting friends in Huntington Beach. And randomly, my buddy's car died and we needed jumper cables. And so we were asking people there, and of course, Huntington Beach, some rich people walking around. I walk up to this guy and I'm like, hey, excuse me, before I could even finish what I was saying, he was like, no, I don't have any money. No. And I was like, what? And I was like, we just need jumper cables if you have any. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, no.
What kind of drugs are those?
He was like, you look like, I'm sorry. And then like left, and I was like, what do I look like? And yeah, I looked pretty homeless. I looked terrible. I had no idea how to like.
I'm the only reason why you don't look homeless.
Exactly, yeah, that's why I keep coming in.
Yeah, the nice even length that you have it at right now looks really good.
Thank you.
You know what we haven't seen this year yet is anybody getting like proper Halloween haircuts. People will grow their hair out for a long time for a costume, or they'll get some crazy cut, crazy beard, a lot of facial haircuts. So I'm gonna take some pictures of those when they come in.
Do you do a lot of design work, like put some sweet racing stripes on the sides of people's heads?
If they were being Vanilla Ice or something, hell yeah.
There you go.
We need some more Vanilla Ice character, some Halloween costumes in this joint.
My hair cooperated. I could rock that Vanilla Ice fade.
What was that? It was a flat top? Was it like a blow dried flat top?
I think he had like California cool guy, like, kind of not really a pompadour. I don't know, man. I can't explain it.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Cool as Ice.
Cool as Ice, man. It's a big reason why I wanted a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that jawline, my God. That's when they were doing designs with the full-size clipper, man.
Yeah. That probably originated from like somebody making a mistake on accident and then being like, no,
God, I hope so.
I'm gonna make this something else.
I tell guys all the time, it's like whenever a barber makes a mistake, they don't do that whole thing like, oh shit. Like it's more like, hey man, so how was everything?
Yep. All right.
Quiet. It's like, so I gave you a design, man.
Why I always text my partner immediately after. Be like, hey, did Bob do okay? Does this look good?
He's like, why are you asking me? Oh, you forgot your glasses again, eh? Any other pop culture, like Halloween costume opportunities this year? I hope people dress up as that congressman that fucking lies constantly. Like,
all of them? Hey. Every single one?
So I decided that I was going to go with, like I said, about a 1 down to just taper it off with a half at the very bottom of the haircut, and decided that this is the length that we're going to keep it here. So I'm just trying to connect the dots from this length to this, trying to finesse this area right here without going too high where it's a bit of a disconnect or too shallow of a fade. I'll hit this with a little bit more clipper over comb and some blending shears. And he's got that hair that lays down really close to his head, so if you comb it in different directions, sometimes it'll make shadows. So just got to be diligent in hitting the hair from different directions to make sure it's cut evenly. And trying to use the light from outside in the mirror. Yeah, because standing a foot away from it, sometimes it's a little tricky to see the dark spots. If they're guys that get like super short fades, that's totally acceptable. If you're getting a bald fade, by all means, because your skin already knows how to react to super aggressive haircut. You've got a little bit of sunshine on it. But if you have a longer cut, a little bit, I would say even a little more conservative. Going a few days out so it has some time to breathe and grow into, for you to grow into it, yeah, that's recommended.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I like it this short, but it also looks really good after it grows out like a little bit. Like a week or so after getting it cut, I think it's when it kind of looks the best.
I like to call that stage the lived-in stage.
Yeah.
It's a little lived-in. Not grown out, not just lived in.
Yeah, for whatever reason with my hair, it hits that perfect stage and then it grows out a little more and then it looks just god-awful. And then if I let it go a little longer, it'll get back to a good stage. Problem is I can't ever sit with it long enough to get back to that hair looks nice stage.
Well, this is about the time that Andy would come in for his crazy Halloween,
that's right.
his crazy Halloween cut. Shout out to Andy.
Are you looking at more UFO videos?
How to finish your haircut.
Instructions.
Exactly. Let me look at Beardbrand haircutting videos.
Is that your Google search history? Is UFOs and how to cut hair?
The UFOs part, yes. How to cut hair? No, I stopped caring about that a long time ago.
Just pretend like you know what you're doing. I think
Yeah,
this is what they do.
fortunately, I cut hair right next to Cisco, so I just watch him and just follow the same movements. The only thing that I won't imitate him on is his love for the Astros.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, honestly, I'm one of the few that just doesn't really care.
Yeah, you Dodger fans, man. Passionate is a nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
I try to make a haircut not need all the extra effort to style it. A lot of guys have busy lives. They just need to run and gun. Ryan's got a couple of kiddos that are nonstop, so styling with the blow dryer and the extra effort is more bonus if he needed to, if he wanted to. So a lot of the time the guys will ask for certain styles of haircuts and it's like, cool, man, do you have a hair dryer? Like, no. All right, cool, do you have this thing? No. Do you even have hairspray? It's like, no. It's like, cool, well, that haircut, that hairstyle from the GQ magazine needs all of those things. So I got tiny dollop of our styling paste for a looser, more natural look. Lots of volume, some texture. I like to apply it really tacky, really dry. So a little can go a long way. That's what a part of the blow drying process is for, to get some of that moisture out of the hair. So we could get a little bit more volume out of the cut. Don't want to have it weighed down by a ton of moisture, so. He's got a pretty obvious shape, so you just want to accentuate those things. I know that it can look really more enhanced if I dig into some of that and really sharpen it up. But the fact of the matter is, he doesn't wear his hair like that. It's a little bit, it's a little bit more natural. Like I said, he prefers his hair when it looks a few days lived in. So overdoing that and cutting into the hairline just to make it pop, as they say, make it look crispy, quote unquote. It depends on the client. And for my clients, typically, I like just kind of following and accentuating, cleaning up their natural hairline. So some guys will say like, this is white walls, but like that's kind of where his hair is, this is, so I don't want to go any higher than that. At the same time, it's good for the way it grows out. So it's not gonna look stubbly and awkward. It'll have a nice finish. I try to look for, hairs that are way out of place and maybe pushing some things back a tiny bit, but I'm not trying to create a new hairline. Hey, the weather's cooling down, man. You getting on the bike at all?
Oh yeah, doing much longer rides.
Heck yeah.
Don't have to go super early or like late in the evening. I mean, late in the evening sucked during the summer too.
Oh Jesus, yeah, it was. You could not get away from it, man. That heat was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm thrilled to get back out there and ride around.
You done any wheelies yet?
No.
And as we get older, it gets grayer, and then it starts growing in so many like lower places of our body, shoulders, ears. That's just like a regular habit of my grooming these days.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to see it?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, always.
Every time. Why would you
Every
even ask
time.
such a thing?